Hello, and welcome. My name is Sukhum HING. Welcome to another episode of The Sukhum Show. And today's show, we are wrapping up listening. Earlier in the week, I talked about what is listening and what do we need to do to create space so that others can speak and we can listen. And I share this in specific situations when people are going through some issues, and are we taking time to understand where people are coming from. But today, wrapping it up with another type of listening is active listening. And I share this in times when people are complaining or frustrated about issues, about problems. And 9 out of 10 times, what they are complaining about is just a surface level problem or issue. If you listen hard enough, there is an underlying root cause of things. So we want to peel off those top layers of issues that's been brought up to find out what the root cause is. So then we address the root cause, and that's the active listening I want people to. I want us all to practice and plan for. And I'm not by any means perfect at this. I also am in the process of learning and practicing this as well. And one tool that I've been told or taught that to work on is asking 5 whys. So when you ask 5 whys, you're literally breaking down the person to see what really is the issue. So when we ask the why, it peels off one layer after another for every single why. And then usually if you ask 5 whys, that's a deep enough of peeling layers to get to the root. And usually that's a good rule of thumb. And sometimes there's been some issues and problems that's been kept and like built up to such a level that you might need to dig deeper. But active listen to what the issue is. Someone's complaining about a certain process, dig back further on what the process is. Same thing if they're complaining about a certain person, dig back. There's something that person probably did a long time ago that impacted that person, and they never said anything. So they just let it build and build. And then this was the boiling point where like, man, I've had enough. So listen, actively listen for what we can do to support in terms of like getting down to that root cause. So ask those 5 whys. So that is one tool that I will share with you to be a better active listener. The other one is you're going to have to practice this. And as you get better, you build this intuition. When people are in complaint or frustration, you can usually dig deeper into it and really get the feeling like that doesn't seem like the root cause. I feel like there's something more, and you'll have this intuition and you'll keep building on that and trust your gut. Your gut will tell you a lot about the situation and how if it's coming off the right way or if things aren't really what it seems to be. If that's the case, then you're still on that surface level. So peel away some more. So like figure out further, give time for the other person to like really speak and like, tell me more about this. Tell me why, like you're digging into all this, and it'll help you get better at active listening. I do this a lot in my day-to-day job, and I'm out there checking in, asking people, recognizing where people are at, and also figuring out what the issue is. Like again, it could be a combination of both people and process, and that's what you have to look at. Do we have a bad process? Do we need to re-look at our process and do things a little differently? Or is it just people need to be retrained, or they need to be held accountable because this isn't the first time or second time this happened? So this is what we need to look into before we jump to conclusion, or when we address issues and problems. We need to actively listen and really dig into the whys behind things. Alrighty. Happy Friday, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed that. So this week, it wraps up our conversation regarding listening. You have listening in the space, like I mentioned earlier in the video, creating space when you care about people and you understand them, or you try to understand them. And you have this active listening of digging into the whys behind things, peeling off layers and getting to the root cause of things so that way you can support and help out as best as possible. So two different ways of listening, use them at your best discretions. Practice, practice, practice. I know I have not been the best proponent of practicing that because like there's different situation where like I felt I should have been creating that clearing space for listening where like people just wanted to talk to me. And there's other times where like I should have digged a little further. So I know I'm in the process of working on it, and I just want to share that with everybody so that way you can start working on that as well too. And today's Friday, end of the week. Don't go into your weekend thinking about things that you should have conversation with. I would encourage you to have those conversations and listen. Think about what the situation is. It a space for someone to just really vent or like complain, not vent or complain, really share their thoughts and emotions? Then is that clearing space that you need to give them and listen to? Or is it really they're complaining about something just happened yesterday, but is that really a surface problem and you need to get to the root cause? Did that spark something way long ago that you contributed to? So finish that conversation up, go into the weekend clean, and start off your next week great and amazing. And for today, have a great Friday. As always, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you guys watching this, and I appreciate the support. And until next time, take care.